We all have dreams. Nobody woke up one day and says, hey, I think I want to become a heroin addict, live under a bridge, eat out of a dumpster. I mean, that is the progression of the disease. My name is Mitch Peters. I'm the president of the board of directors of Respite House.
Hi, I'm Dustin Kay. I'm a resident of Respite House.
I am Lita Peters, the executive director of Respite House.
My name is Brandon Welshin, 25 years old. I'm from Portage, Indiana. I was a resident at the Respite House for approximately 9 months.
It opened in December of 2009. It was about a year-long project to put forth the zoning and to find the property and to acquire the funding from the county to try to fund this project and open this Respite House as a halfway house for men who suffer from substance abuse. It's become apparent in our community that there's a serious drug problem, and it's apparent in several aspects. First of all, we have a record number of heroin overdose deaths within the community of Porter County. And additionally, we're staying here in front of the jail. 90% of the people who are incarcerated in this jail are incarcerated for drug-related crimes. So the impetus for Respite House and the need for recovery-based residential halfway house was this severe problem that affects the entire community, and it affects it across all boundaries. What's brought it more to the forefront in recent years is the fact that our children, our kids, are dropping over dead of overdoses. And parents and friends and family become acutely aware of the fact that this is a serious problem and it's killing our kids. And secondly, if they're not dropping over dead of overdoses, in the course of attempting to feed their addiction, they're committing crimes that land them in the Porter County Jail here. For the most part, the individuals who suffer from the disease of addiction have basically outcast themselves from society. They can no longer function in society. They can't work, they can't go to school. Their whole lives revolve around the continued feeding of that drug habit. And so it's a transition in recovery to become acclimated to living life clean, what that takes, and that's a process, you know, going to meetings, getting counseling, learning job skills, becoming employable and employed, and all of those attributes and assets that you want to work towards. This gives someone an opportunity to move forward in that endeavor.
I'm a drug addict. Respite House is a halfway house. It's for people trying to put their lives back together. I've been a resident at Respite House for about a year now, and this is actually my second stay here. The first day wasn't as sincere as it is now on what I'm trying to do with my life. And Respite House has given me the opportunity to you know, do better with myself, make me accountable. I believe today I'm a productive member of society, and I can pretty much accomplish anything I set my mind to, given that I do the necessary things to take care of myself. I believe coming to Respite House, you know, gave me a sense of accountability and responsibility, you know, and you have the camaraderie of guys working towards the same goal as you.
A halfway house is a house where men go that are trying to reintegrate back into society from maybe prison or treatment centers, or just people who are trying to stop using. I think the need for a halfway house for somebody who is incarcerated and then going home is the overall just shock. Being institutionalized and then trying to go back to normalcy is really difficult. Halfway houses most definitely provide a service to the community and to the family. It helps the family heal as well. The men that come here their families visit and they can heal along with and kind of understand the process. We're not a homeless shelter. We're here to rehabilitate and reintegrate into society. We opened Respite House December 17, 2009, and we have stayed at full capacity since the day we opened. The average age of a resident at Respite could vary. We take males from 18 to 64, but I would say an average age would probably be around 23, 24. Our average stay per resident, I would say probably 4 months. So they wake up at 7:30 in the morning, they attend morning meditation, they have mandatory meetings that they have to go to, they have chores that they have to do. A lot of them, especially the younger men, have never had to make a bed. They are mandated to attend 4 12-step meetings a week. They have to get a sponsor. A sponsor is someone that mentors them through the steps and guides them, and they have to attend relapse prevention. The residents themselves are expected to seek employment and pay fees, and their weekly fee here at Respite House is $135. The men that stay here are pretty happy and pretty grateful that they have a second chance and opportunity at life, and so I think they show their gratitude in how they take care of the house. Respite House to me is my way of giving back to the community and giving back to recovery and giving back to the whole recovery process. Because I've been clean for 19 years, and I know what it's like to be a still suffering addict, and I know what it's like to need help and to want somebody to be there. You know, there were people that helped me when I first got clean, and I was always told to pay it forward. And so for me, this is my way of paying it forward.
I was at the point in my life that I needed to have drugs on a daily basis, so I went about getting them any way I could. I was addicted to the criminal lifestyle, so I would steal, cheat, lie, whatever I needed to do to get the drugs. And I finally got caught. It caught up to me after doing it for about 5 or 6 years, and I'm actually grateful for that. Halfway House is like a rehabilitation, or what they call a transfer into society, kind of a house that represents the change that you're supposed to make in your life, and offers programs and benefits, things that will help you rehabilitate into society. This is the transition program that will give you, the strength and the tools that you need to become a valuable member of society. The Respite House offers, the NA program, the AA program, which supports addicts, by other addicts. So that was a big influence on me, a big positive influence that gave me a lot of strength. The people around there are great. There's just so many positive things about it. The list goes on and on. The friendships at the Respite House are very important. Many times, you get caught up in a web where you feel like you have nobody to talk to and nobody to speak to about issues, addictions, thoughts, negative impacts on your life. It just seems that at the Respite House, everybody around you is there for you, to support you. They've all been through that before. Before I went to the Respite House, picturing my life in the future or ahead of where I was at that point was basically impossible to me. I had to live in the present at that time. There's really no way to look into the future when you're constantly, stuck in a negative environment. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but being around so many negative things and so many bad things, it's really hard. It's hard enough to stay positive, as it is. So to think about the future or picture my life in the future was next to impossible for me. My only focus at the time was to get through it healthy and safely, because prison's, not a joke, and there's dangers involved in it. Since I left the Respite House, I've slowly transferred into the working lifestyle. Prior to the Respite House and the previous life, I don't think I ever worked on anything but selling drugs. So I'm gonna keep it honest. I had no work experience whatsoever. But I'm definitely intelligent enough to, to learn things and to, work in society. Since I've left the Respite House, I've started school. I go to Ivy Tech Community College in Valparaiso. Lita and Mitch Peters told me to get into college as soon as I came home. So I took their advice and I got into college. That was 2 years and 1 month ago. I'm currently on my last semester to get my associate's degree for psychology. So I'll have my 2-year degree. And I just, take life as it is. I'm a contractor. I do construction landscaping work throughout Northwest Indiana by referrals. I stay busy. People, the most important thing to me is to make relationships with people. I don't just go work for people. I make relationships with people, and they give me work. So I could do that and go to college and pay the bills and take care of my kids, and I'm more than happy doing that. What the Respite House means to me is just love, camaraderie, development, change, and opportunity. All those things that gives you a chance to be a better person, a chance to live in society as a responsible adult, the chance for maturity, the chance for friendship, and the chance to change your life.
Respite, noun.
To relieve temporarily.
Especially from anything distressing.
To give an interval of relief from.
House, noun.
A building that serves as living quarters.
To remove from exposure, to put in a safe place.